A lot.
Hello, it is time to start the show. And I'm going to get started right after this.
What's good, everybody? Happy Wednesday. It's hump day. You know. I was making jokes about the Niners that pick 27 are going to take a new hydration expert. If you get the movie reference, you know.
Air Bud? Is it Air Bud?
You've never seen Waterboy?
Oh, the water.
He's a hydration expert.
That's right. Yeah. H2O. High quality H2O.
That's right. Foosball.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, what's this stuff I'm hearing about? Jake Slaughter could be the best offensive lineman in this draft. I mean, it's all a matter of opinion until we see these guys play for a couple of years. You know,
he was the number one ranked center on Draft Buzz since January. I don't think that's changed.
Well, he still is. I mean, I don't know.
Levi, you're muted. PFF just came out with their mock. They had consensus number 2 best center, I think it was, or maybe he's number 1 center, but they had him at number 1 as well, I think.
I've seen y'all.
I like him.
A lot of different guys, honestly.
I've taken him 58th a bunch of times, but I don't know if I like it because I feel like I can get a little step below Jake Slaughter in like the end of the 4th. So I don't know.
Well, I mean, when it comes
there's gonna be a run on centers in the 3rd.
Yeah, that could be. May not be anyone there. You're absolutely right.
I mean, like our better seasons, you know, we've had a guy. You know, we've had a guy. Like 2023, I think we actually had Jake Brendel starting, didn't we?
I honestly, I don't know.
But I think it was one of his best seasons though, and hasn't like quite matched that yet.
If you're talking about Brendel, what, last season, or you're talking about another season?
2023.
Oh, he was better 23 than 25?
Well, it was his first season ever starting in the NFL, which says something.
About who? I don't know, but says
about
something.
him. About him.
What about Kyle?
Back up in Miami for like what 4? I said 7, but it's like 4 seasons, or whatever. Then he came to us and he backed up like Alex Mack. Papa J, what's cracking, buddy?
What's going on, guys?
Papa J in the house.
From the land of dripping gin. Oh, I'm just still talking about Houston, the land of dripping genitals. That's just the kids off spring break, though. They dispersed at home.
Oh, it goes beyond that, buddy. It goes beyond. Trust me. They have a lot of fun here. Let's put it that way.
Oh.
And then they have big hospital bills too. So,
well, you know, that comes along with having too much fun. Chad Schrader, what's up, buddy?
What's up, Chad?
Chad,
what's going on, Bebop?
Giga Chad.
Don't forget, if you're watching, say something in the chat. I don't care if it's F you or hello. You know, I'll shout you out. All right,
or both.
Or both. Yeah. You can say F you hello. I'd be okay with that. But you know, it's just 15 days until the draft. No pressure, guys.
All the pressure.
Yeah. I got a lot of finalizing to do in the next couple of weeks. That's what I got to do.
Well, hopefully we get Bash this upcoming Saturday, not to give it up.
Yeah.
You know. And then of course the last draft, it's all back to me.
Give it away, you know.
I might even find my suit that has, you know, obviously the sleeves removed and my shirt that, again.
Oh, we dressed that up for the draft?
You know, has the sleeves removed and, you know, get the gold tie out. I still got my mullet that makes me look like the Tiger King.
I'm dressing up like the water boy. Yeah. Get my chance out there.
I'm just gonna wear my looking for scouting internship shirt again.
For good luck, I'm going to wear my Colorado Buffaloes hat for good luck on the draft.
Colorado Buffaloes, huh?
For good luck.
That's an interesting team to have a hat of, though. Like,
It's weird. Maybe Delaware.
What's the story here? You a fan, or did you?
No, I need a hat to get dirty and sweaty, and then a hat to wear on show. So I got my University of Delaware hat to wear on the show, and I got my Colorado hat to wear to work.
Oh, so you didn't have to do like a reach around to get it or something like that. Okay.
No, sir. Sans reach around.
But
it was a gift from number 2 on the Browns. He sent it to me. It's no big deal.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, this upcoming draft is going to be interesting because it's like we all thought, okay, the Niners are definitely taking a wide receiver. Definitely did they sign Mike Evans and Christian Kirk.
It depends which one is there. I think they still will.
They still might.
Yeah.
But,
like
yeah,
Boston.
then they signed Mike Evans, Christian Kirk. We're like, oh, they're taking offensive linemen. They pick up Robert Jones and Vernon Lowe.
Yeah, but they said that's depth, though. They said that's depth, I thought.
Well, Robert Jones, he actually has a season starting. The season previous, he was starting, but he was injured.
I thought he started all 4 of his previous seasons. I guess I was wrong about that. Glad I didn't repeat that.
Nope, he's only got one full season of tape.
But he's always been a left guard. Is that correct? Is that maybe where I was confused?
And Mike McDaniels runs our offense. So it's like, but at the same time, is his addition to the middle with Brindle and Pooney, is that enough to take on the Seahawks interior?
I mean, with a little rotational, with some rotational
so,
players going on, we should be able to do it. People can stay rest.
I watched tape on Robert Jones, and this just not popping, buddy. Like, I'm not seeing anything great here. I'm like,
well, like they said, depth. Maybe they're still trying to get Joel Bitonio, 34 years old or something like that.
That's a Shanahan. That's a total Shanahan move, right?
Well, they were together in Cleveland, so they know each other, just like Trent. I don't know what the holdup is.
You know that thumping I heard my neighbors doing? That is still going on.
Not sex, then. It's not sex.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Mean, could have just a long-winded feller going.
I mean,
on
I've gotten cramps before. I can't do it that long. I've been doing a timer. I would have got cramped up by now.
Yeah, not even by himself.
It just stopped. It just stopped.
Here you go.
So,
see, it's only
that was about 10 minutes.
I bet you he pulled something in this. I bet you he pulled something. And she's like, "Baby, you okay?" Oh, yeah, I'm fine, girl. Yo, girl, I'm fine. What you talking about? I didn't pull my pectoral. What are you talking about? It's all good. Now who's going to be walking funny?
I don't know if y'all saw in the latest mock draft on NFL.com. They've got the Eagles taking Ty Simpson at pick 23.
That's ridiculous. Who comes up with this shit?
This is Rhett Lewis's first one.
Oh wow!
There's something going on with Jalen Hurts and the Eagles. There's something going on there. I
it's
don't
ridiculous.
know exactly what it is.
Y'all taking Lomu, by the way.
Like there was an article about ranking
everybody
QBs.
Does since January.
There was an article about ranking QBs in the NFC. I don't know where Brock Purdy ended up, but he was at 11th.
Well, I thought the last I saw, NFL.com had Purdy number 5 ranked quarterback in the NFL.
No,
that's what I saw.
Jalen Hurts.
My bad. I forgot we were talking about
in the NFC. I don't know where he would fall down further if it was full NFL.
Is he even the what? How do you rank the people in the East? I wouldn't even put him top 3 in the East. I think he would be the worst quarterback in the NFC East for me. Maybe not for everyone else, but Jackson Dart has got to be better than Jalen Hurts, I think.
Well, I mean, Jalen Hurts, he tucks and runs the ball a lot. If you have the right type of offense, he's going to be effective.
He's like a carry-on bag.
It's like, look at A.J. Brown. Good wide receivers get mad because they're not getting the ball.
They say A.J.'s leaving on June 1st.
That's what a lot of people are saying.
I mean,
it's like,
that's just because
the
Patriots head coach Vrabel's fucking what is
gonna pull
her
a
name?
hammy.
Hey,
I don't know if y'all seen that whole story.
East Coast Red and Gold earlier head coach Yak from Twitter. The guy reports a lot about the 49ers online.
Shit.
So,
I don't
folks,
know
if
anything
you haven't
about
watched
Twitter.
it, to go, watch the replay.
As the kids say, I don't F with Twitter.
You should. You would have a blast.
No, I got enough people spying on me. I'm good.
You can't use your original name though. You would piss some people off.
No, I don't want to be on that list of people on Twitter. I'm good. We're good.
Yeah, you would piss some people off. It would be.
I'd have a million followers.
I would follow you just
Exactly.
to watch it and laugh.
Hours long debates. Just.
Oh man, dude, it would take up so much of your time. You would eventually realize I'm not getting paid to do this.
Yeah. Well, my fault. Do you get paid on Twitter? No, right? You don't get money for Twitter.
You can be monetized on Twitter.
Oh,
And
yeah?
I know people that are. I don't know how much money they make, though.
Well, if I knew that the people who hated you was the ones who were going to follow you, shit, I would have started a YouTube in 2005. So I would be rich right now. Would have been fucking filthy rich.
Actually
Making money off the haters.
If you
Just
can make
talking
it
shit.
really big, YouTube does pay pretty good, but you gotta be big, like
That's nice.
60,000 views a video, do almost a video a day type of thing.
If you can,
I'm not that guy, folks. I
could
work
never
for a
do that.
living.
Yeah, I could never do that. It's so boring. I'm sorry. It's super boring.
Back in like 2022 and 2023, I was on almost every day.
Yeah. Well, these
And
people
it
get
came to
paid.
a point where it's like, I'm not getting paid to do this. I'm putting way too much into it. I need to back it off.
Yeah, but a lot of people get paid from the advertisers and shit. Like, for example, if you advertise gambling on your site, you're going to get $25K minimum for the year. And I know people can use $25K. They don't give a shit how they feel about gambling. They will push it. That's how you make money, and that's how you get gamblers addicted. It works perfectly.
What? Brett Michaels?
Is he getting married again?
No, and Wiz are performing day 2 Friday for the draft.
Brett Michaels from Poison?
Yes, the guy that's had all those health issues, so they better have an ambulance on standby.
Poor bastard.
Hey, the 80s, if you were a rock band in the 80s, you had too much of a good time, okay?
Bro, if you were alive in the 80s, you had too much of a good time.
But also you made such a fan following that you're probably still rich today and can pay for the medical care. So,
if you're a rock star in the 80s, I'm surprised
I'd been dead.
you're still alive.
I'd have been dead. Yeah, I would have been dead. I know that. I know for a fact.
I should have took a picture of myself when I was done messing with the cutting booth. I looked like Tony Montana. Like I was just.
You look like Scarface sneezed on your phone.
Just covered in white powder. It was like the safety chick walked up as I was taking my respiratory device off, and I got say hello to my little friend.
Yeah.
She's laughing at me.
Hey, Vito. That's okay.
Steve-O.
Another Quaalude? Call me in the morning.
Now,
living
Steve-O,
through the
that
80s.
depends.
Dead from what
there's
is such a great band
like,
name.
Like you do a lot of drugs, you typically will get heart disease. Like
Oh, yeah,
that's the
easily.
main thing you got to worry about there. To be honest,
I'm trying to save Jennings Dunker's life. I've been trying.
Now, Kenny, I watched some tape on him, and
Not an NFL starter, in my opinion.
I think he could.
Draft
be
Buzz
solid.
has him really high.
I think he could be solid, but he's not like gonna be Pro Bowl level type of guy, in my opinion.
No, I don't. I just watched a
If
few
the right
interviews.
The
I
right
wasn't feeling
coach
his
gets a
interviews.
hold of him, he could be solid. If he goes to a coach like what we have, Chris Forrester, the poor guy's going to end up, signing a $20 million a year contract for the Denver Broncos, and then they'll coach him up and they'll get better. Oh, shout out to Mike McGlinchey. Oh boy, my stuff is
Levi.
pushed out. Did you guys even hear that?
Can you hear Levi? Because I can't.
Oh, my bad. I was muted on my.
Okay,
other side.
but I was gonna say because sometimes my mic goes like my mic messes up my hearing thing. I don't know. So
I would love to see a team draft all three of them from center, guard, tackle, all three on the same team. I think it'd be hilarious. You can't argue they can't communicate well.
Yeah.
If you put on a 49er jersey, you probably will. Just don't. Pull a hammy.
Yes.
I've never pulled a hamstring. I can't say that I have. I stretch like a
Under
MFer.
the 40 at the draft. Levi, you not signed up?
Say what
I
about my
pulled a
draft?
hand by a string.
Oh, I'm over 5 seconds on the 40.
Hey,
I'm just
so
saying,
far,
like-
so far in training, my best 10-yard split's been a 1.68, which would put me faster than 5 tight ends in this draft.
Yeah, that's
And
pretty nice.
I did it from a 2-point stance, not a 3-point stance. We're
Yeah.
slowly putting it all together, basically.
I ran a 5'11", 40, but I did just do a 6-foot bong hit right
That is
before
still
that.
good. Huh?
And so,
yeah,
and so I got a handicap. Little handicap.
That counts. That
Respectable.
counts.
Now it's respectable.
Man. NFL, right there.
Steve's got a question
5'1",
for Levi.
Definitely not.
Everyone's faster than Lamar right now.
No, he's actually at OTAs for once.
Oh no! I heard it was going to be his last year though.
There's been a lot of speculation because he didn't do the contract.
Hmm.
And, if he has a down year with a brand new offensive coordinator, he loses position on the contract. And I've heard through the grapevine that Sean McVay wants Lamar.
Oh boy!
Wants him.
We'd have to pull an
Be the successor to
Tanya.
Stafford.
We'd have to pull an Tanya if that happened because they'd take care of the West if that happened.
It'd be terrifying, honestly, Sean McVay.
I'd have to run over there, hit him in his femur with a crowbar or something.
Do a Tanya Harding.
I'm gonna dress up like Carrot Top and fucking run over there and hit him with a crowbar and then slip into a fucking sewer like it. And then good
Next
luck
year-
finding me.
Because Lamar restructured.
Who am
the
I?
contract
Nobody knows.
and didn't extend it. His cap hit next year is like $84 million. And it's the last year technically of the contract, if I'm not mistaken. Was void years afterwards.
Oh, I love that year. That's when I trade my player. It's my favorite year.
The
And,
void.
I mean, just how
Lamar
convenient that's
Jackson,
probably going to be Stafford's last year. Like,
Oh yeah.
So Lamar Jackson's 10-yard split was 156, huh?
man, I'm telling you this from watching those guys live in the combine and watching the simulcams. 0.1 second is like a step and a half on somebody. Man,
It's like a
even
breath.
0.1 it's wild how much different 0.1 can be on a simulcam.
That's right.
So being that low, I'm trying to work right now. We're working on the shuttle. I think I finally got it under like 5 seconds, but like the good guys are running like 4.4, 4.5 on those shuttles. So
Hey, real quick, you guys admit that, or would admit that hand size matters on the O line, right?
O-line? No.
When you get your big ass hands on somebody,
No.
You know what? Hey, Levi, you
No.
know what would help you
No.
improve your time?
9-inch hands. I don't think it's very good when you're an offensive lineman. But
What matters for more offensive line is wingspan to reach. Because you can have two guys that have a 35-inch reach. But if one guy has a smaller wingspan, it means he's got a smaller chest. The smaller chest is a smaller target, essentially. So that's, for me, the ratios there matter more than hand size. Every other position, you kind of got a little bit.
I'm hearing the hand size is big. Once that guy gets his hands on you, that's it. You ain't going anywhere.
That's
Well,
strong hands.
Now,
But Spencer
Levi,
Fano, for
Levi,
exactly.
Bro,
Yeah.
I have something that can improve your 10-yard split. Instead of using cones,
They were
use
cones.
gators. Because then as you're coming on, they open up your mouth and you're like turning and you're trying to get away. You know what I mean?
Shit, I ain't scared of the Gators. Maybe some of them kid by Jacksonville, but I joked with my coach. I was like, "You ever been chased at gunpoint?" He's like, "Thank God not." I'm like, "I'm telling you, you'll never run so fast in your life."
They never gave Dan Marino running back.
Yeah, Crazy Juice asked if can Lamar Jackson have a similar career like Dan Marino, great quarterback but couldn't win a Super Bowl?
I hope so.
Like
He
Josh
needs to
Allen?
No, they
take
gave
lessons from
him
Steve
Derrick
Young.
Henry. He at least had Derrick Henry. Dan Marino never had anybody like Derrick Henry.
Yeah,
Yeah, but Dan
Chad,
Marino
I'm not
had
taking Tyler
stats.
Luke's job. I'm taking Jordan Stout's job.
Dan Marino, his throws were incredible though. He has unbeatable records out there. Lamar.
That's the
Jackson,
first jersey I ever had. Was
He's not going
Dan
to be able
Marino.
to match any of what Dan Marino
And
did.
the thing about Dan Marino though is he gets compared to all those guys that won Super Bowls like Joe Montana, Troy Aikman. He gets compared to those guys. So And he was a great quarterback. They just didn't give the guy a defense, you know.
That could help. That would
Y'all
help.
know how I feel about Lamar or John Harbaugh and the horrible coaching we've had over the years. Like a lot of it wasn't Lamar's fault, but the past 2 years more so. Like,
So the Harbaugh from the Chargers is the one that went to the Giants, right? Or is
No.
it the Ravens one?
It's the Ravens one.
yeah, Ravens.
Well, see, in that
and we
case,
actually got the Chargers defensive coordinator.
Jim
Jim-
Harbaugh.
Jesse
Jim-
Minter.
Harbaugh, the former 49ers coach, is with the Chargers. Jim Harbaugh.
Mhm.
I'm just saying.
Jim,
Yeah.
The better
So
Harbaugh.
I'm trying to figure out what they're
former
going to take.
quarterback.
I think they'll take an offensive lineman then, if that's who's there. Maui Noah, get ready to be taken by the Giants, number 4.
I mean, he has put a big emphasis on wanting to build a D-line and O-line. But, of course, I don't know if you know, Harbaugh got in the building, and Dexter Lawrence wants to F out.
Of course he
requested
does.
a trade
They know.
and has not showed up.
Yeah, well, I'm not interested in Dexter Lawrence.
And they
but-
signed Daniel Falele today.
Oh, that's a good move.
Officially, finally.
Did you say that all the people that got him fired, he's hiring over there? Isn't that what you said? Or is that
I mean,
something
to a
else?
certain degree.
Or is it
but, like,
Dayball? Is that Dayball that's doing that? Somebody's doing it.
He's signed Ricard. Patrick Ricard's still a good fullback. He made Jordan Stout the highest paid punter in the NFL, which
Excellent.
I definitely don't agree with, but he's
Good
not
for
a
him.
bad punter. He just shanks him every once in a while. So
That's not acceptable.
Great.
Unacceptable.
Took Daniel Falele, whatever. I'm glad. I don't know. I'm happy to have John Simpson back. I didn't think I would be. Fun fact, he actually trains at the same gym I go to. He's up on the wall.
I work out
Yeah,
at
that's
Curves, Levi.
You're just trying to pick up all the cougars.
The Meemaws.
Come here, Mima.
Come here, Meemaw. Meemaws need love too.
Oh,
Meemaw's got money, by the way. Just saying. Not that it matters.
I'm glad they've been kicking my butt lately, but I'm excited for the draft. They're trying to get Uar on some interviews. I reached out to Brandon Perna, to be honest. I know he ain't going to answer in time.
So Trey Lance is still with the Chargers, then, right? I'm looking it up right now.
No, he got moved to somewhere else, I thought.
It
I
says
thought he-
here since March 14, 2026, he re-signed with Chargers.
Okay. I would too, with how much.
Oh, well,
For
Mike
1 year.
McDaniels is there. That makes more sense.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah. For 1 year, $6.75 million,
Damn.
$2 million guaranteed, and
Should pay us that.
$2.5 million hits the cap.
That money should come right to our team. That's what should happen.
800,000 signing bonus.
You know, for once, y'all really might not draft a wide receiver in the first round too. I was looking at your free agent.
Are you talking
I
about
don't know.
the Niners?
Yeah.
Oh
we
no,
will.
if Casey Concepcion, Omar Cooper, or Denzel Boston is there, we will take that.
I'll make
Yeah.
a friendly gentleman bet with you about Cooper. I don't know if that Surratt will have the better career after at least minimum 3 years.
It's very possible. I like Surratt a lot, actually.
I like Surratt
Yeah.
a little more. than Cooper.
He's that 6'8" dude, right?
Let's go see. Let me see where I have him. I have Cooper 4,
I'll double check.
and I have Surratt in the top 10 still, I think. Which is pretty bold, I think.
I mean, yeah, I'd say so. He's considered like probably a second round.
Yeah. Oh, he's 11. But you know what? I'm souring on Zachariah Branch, so he might move up to 10.
You're souring on him?
A little bit.
Okay. Although
But
I was looking at my
I do
combine
like
notes,
him.
and actually, he was one of the standout guys at the combine.
That's why they're right there they're right there. Like these are guys like I may just it doesn't matter because I do 20 wide receivers.
PFF has Bryce Lance over Elijah Surratt.
No, not for me. I got that fool way down. He's closer between 15 and 20, and I don't even like having him there. I'm still looking at wide receivers that I may even replace him with. But right now he is top 20.
What was it? Yahoo.
Zachariah
Stats.
Branch?
Branch I have closer to between 10 and 15.
Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, he's 5'9", huh? Jeez.
He is.
Yeah, 5'9",
He's
5'9".
He's like
177?
Branch is lightning in a
Sounds-
bottle, though. But lightning in a bottle for sure. He's like a slower Xavier Worthy or like a Sky Moore.
That's good, John Jay.
Gadget. Punter, kick
Special
returner.
teams potential as well.
Yeah.
Jay.
I mean, he's no blocker, which is a problem. So,
Yeah, but
His A-
y'all
wait,
signed
A-dot,
Christian
wait.
Kirk as well as Mike
Levi,
Evans.
you'll like this. And it doesn't matter because this is just who he is. So I don't think much about it. But A dot, last in his class. Only screens. Like this guy is not getting a pass past the line of scrimmage. This is fucking weird. But I still like him when I see him. I still like him a lot.
There's a couple of guys that are slowly growing on my boards now a little bit after reviewing some stuff. I still have more film to watch.
I do 20 wide receivers, so it doesn't matter who's 10 or 11, I don't think. Like, they're just guys that I like. You know?
Yahoo found a very interesting trend about age of breakout year and share targets that casts some doubt on some of these guys, while, of course, making, guys like KC and
Oh, yeah.
if
If you look these guys up long enough, you'll hate them all because they all have flaws, and that's the whole. So what you do is, and I heard a scout say this. He said, "We don't look at that. We're not drafting him for that. We're picking him up for the things that he does well. So we don't like that's not shit they're going to focus on because most of it can be coached, and so you got to look at all the positives for sure and frame. That's why the length, the traits are so important."
Yeah, so it is. It's the age of when they had their breakout year, and basically the older they are when they've had their first breakout year, generally the worse they do in their career.
Oh no,
And
Mesidor.
Top four guys: Jordan Tyson in the stat category, Casey Concepcion, Malaki Fields, and Elijah Sarrett. At least in the early rounds.
Fields might be falling out of my top 20. That's a guy who's probably not going to be there.
The other guy is actually someone that I was re-looking over my combine notes, and a couple of his routes he caught me. A guy named Deshaun Stribling from Ole Miss.
Stribling from Ole Miss. I watched him. He's in my top 20, he's in my top 20. He was in my sleepers. He's like a jack of all trades, like a Romeo Dobbs comp. He's a good blocker, vert separation, explosive, hands, blocking, 6'2", fifth-year player. Terrible route tree. No technique, but puka potential. So,
It's going to be fun.
I mean, and we have Jordan Watkins, so I think they played together. Could work. I mean, like the route tree thing, like that's coaching, I feel like. And the technique, that's coaching. The puka potential makes me like excited, and the blocking and the vert separation. Look, we were trying to add Romeo Dobbs in free agency. Here's a Romeo Dobbs comp. So, makes sense.
Great size too. 6'2".
Is he a wide receiver 5 or like? I think this is a guy that like obviously is not a top. Like he's not an X or Z or.
Well, how do you say that? Falele?
Yeah.
Spun like a
The
Samsung
Giants?
washing machine.
Do you have Reggie Virgil
signed
in the
today?
top 20, Levi?
He's another guy that had some good moments at the combine, honestly.
Because Reggie Virgil is, I seen and heard that KC's in love with him, and he's already caught passes from Mahomes.
I have actually. I've read that same report. Like I said, he flashed at the combine, so I got to go
Separates.
back.
I have separates in parentheses, and then I have a bunch of negatives. But they're not like negatives. They're just he's little, he's short, he's skinny, he's got drops. The route tree has to be developed, and he has problem in run protection, which not surprising when you're not very big. So, again, the separates is what the people want. What's up, John Jay?
But you kidding? News of the day. Let me get it.
If he pans out with the Giants, it would be slightly hilarious, but like,
I mean, he could. You never know.
Don't think it's gonna go well.
He just has to do better than he did on the Ravens, right?
Now, 2 of the starters on the Giants' offensive line are guys that were beat out on our depth chart consistently.
But they're the Giants. I mean, you're the Ravens. That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what the Giants have, though. That Dexter Lawrence, though, if he forces a trade out there or just sits out, that's going to be detrimental to them.
No, news of the day. Right here.
Nah, Baby McNiner is mobile.
Yeah, that's right.
right.
Now you have to put things in all the outlets. You have to make sure
When,
all the
when I saw her
drawers
last
open.
weekend, I'm like, give it a couple days. She's gonna be crawling because she just gotta figure out that last leg. And
You're gonna have to put tennis balls on everything sharp so that she doesn't hurt herself.
Also, I think Harbaugh's already losing the Giants locker room. I don't know if y'all saw the
no.
comments with Thibodeau and Lawrence.
Yeah,
So
I have.
For those
Why
that
do they
haven't-
hate him so bad?
That's the whole thing is you're treating Dexter Lawrence. He's untradeable. All this. You're treating him very different. When they asked about Thibodeau, they said, well, every player's tradable. Hold up. You're already contradicting yourself in that sense. Like, and picking favorites in the locker room.
I said what I said when I said it. I know it's too hard, man. It's just too hard. It's not easy.
Harbaugh's just always been a flip-flopper, and Baltimore media's just gave him a
Also,
pass for years.
those players are not colleagues with the coaches. They're colleagues with other players, and other players talk about shit, and they hear shit, and people are friends with people, and they talk shit, and they're like, "This coach is an asshole because of this," and they'll be like, "Oh, and like that's the stuff we don't hear about."
One thing I think's a lock for these mocks, by the way. I mean, I could be wrong here. I'm going to make sure they didn't sign anybody. I don't think there's any way Kansas City doesn't take a cornerback in this first round.
Well, yeah, it sounds like it because they lost
Like,
2 of them.
Yeah, they lost
But
both their
Delane,
starters.
I don't think Delane is going to be there when they pick. So do they take like Caleb Downs or what do they do?
I mean, where are they picking again? Do you remember what pick exactly?
9?
But I feel like McCoy's going to drop down these draft boards.
Look. No one is going to even pay any attention to him not playing last year. He is the number 1 cornerback. I had Mansour Delane as the uncontested number 1 because I don't like injuries, but everyone else is all on McCoy. What are you doing, Levi?
I'm not touching him. I hate
Yeah, I
that
don't-
person.
I'm
Just
not
like
gonna do it
the
either.
left tackle from Ohio State last year that a lot of people were high.
I just don't want anybody who was just injured. Forgive me. I just don't trust it because I'm someone who had one little injury and I never got to play
not with
again.
pick number 9.
It's
Like-
possible. Yeah, number 9.
Sponge.
Right? Well, the thing is, Downs is also injured a little bit. There's also the knee things with Down. So you have,
one of the tackles having back issues. Actually, one of the top tackles.
if someone like David Bailey is there, I don't think the Chiefs are going to pass on it though.
Nick Barrett, the USC D tackle, has been pretty busy. He's visited a couple teams this week.
I think he's breaking into my top 10.
Or Falcons too.
Let me see.
He hacked into your computer. Hey, did you guys see that they took a picture of Puka at rehab?
Oh
Dude,
no!
it's so wild. All that.
No!
And then they tried to claim
rehab.
Puka was
Poor
in
guy.
rehab before they filed the lawsuit to try to counter it. Like,
Yeah, usually they just put that spit bag over your head, but no, not this time. They locked that fool up.
God. He went to the same place Stetson
Law
Bennett
jock.
probably went.
Jaw lock, I mean.
Yo, so with the DTs, I was sleeping on the DTs. I didn't think I liked any, and now it's hard for me to pick just 10. So
Oh, I missed
we'll
that.
see what happens.
By the way, the Browns used
So-
visits for Casey Concepcion and Kenyon Sadiq today as well.
Ooh. Yeah, I hope we don't take a wide receiver. That's all I'll say about that.
Oh, so that's the news. Francis Mauaga of Miami will undergo further imaging for a minor back issue.
Oh no, everybody's getting injuries now. Another guy got hurt. A cornerback or somebody just recently also got hurt practicing or at their pro day. It's getting
Ooh.
crazy.
Hold on a second.
Y'all
Hold on
had
a second.
Malachi
Milwaukee,
Lawrence
isn't
visit.
that one
He's
of
also
the-
visiting the Seahawks this week as well.
Go ahead, I got the
Um,
drums ready.
I'm just saying, isn't Milwaukee one of the top tackles in the draft?
Yeah, Francis. Well, it's Francis
It's not
Maui
the-
Noah. It's Francis Maui Noah.
Noah. Okay.
But I don't know why it's spelled the way it is. I have no idea. But it's apparently I've heard it's Maui Noah. And that injury, I don't know how far he's going to fall from that. But yeah, he was. Well, it depends who you talk to. You got Fano, you got Maui Noah. Those are probably the top 2 tackles. And then you have Vega Ione, who's probably also in the discussion. Maybe Lomu is up there. I know people don't like Lomu that much. Some people have him around 40.
Or-
Some people have him around 25. So it depends who you talk to. But there's a lot of skilled linemen.
Well, from that surgery, Lomu might just move up people's boards.
Buy or
It's-
sell. Niners use second round pick on Malachi Lawrence, edge rusher from UCF, who I took in the past couple mock drafts.
Wow.
Y'all,
I feel like
you
that's
and
a
the
reach.
Seahawks are visiting him with him this week.
That'd be a reach for me, but I don't know shit. I'm just saying. I don't think that's a little soon for me.
I think he's going to be the last edge row. When he goes off the board, it's going to be bare.
Well, that's just it. I just saw a mock, and way before we even picked, there were 5 edges off the board.
Mm-hmm.
Way before we picked. It wasn't like we were about to pick in 2 or 3 picks. This was like in the teens, and 5 edges were gone. So if that happens, we're not going to take an edge. It's not going to happen. So we'll be taking a wide receiver or a guard if he falls. Somebody decent, but maybe Blake Miller. I don't know. It's going to be weird, man. This is a weird draft. I'm not honed in on it at all. I don't feel anything about this draft. I'm not.
Every draft, strange things happen.
Yeah.
The Raiders are in the NFL.
Stranger things happen.
Yes, the Raiders being in the NFL. That is also strange.
What I want to see is the Raiders not take
Chargers,
Mendoza. That's all I want to see happen in this draft.
That's
all I want to see.
I talked about that actually a little bit today, Kenny, with my trainer, and I was like,
Now,
"What if they didn't?"
Not saying he falls to the 5th round like they did to my boy Shador, but
I hit him with the scenario. I was like, "What if they use it for a load of draft capital, and then later in the first they take Ty Simpson to sit behind Kirk Cousins?"
Well, hold on a second.
Well, hold on, because I heard somebody's taking Ty Simpson in the 1st round.
That's what I'm saying. They're going to go in the 1st round, but way later.
Ooh.
Go look at one of these teams that has maybe 2.
I want my quarterback in 2027. If I'm the Raiders, that's what I do. I trade that pick.
I think we got a Chargers fan in the chat.
Bolts.
Now the picking Mendoza is totally a Raiders thing. I mean, they signed Kirk Cousins though, so it's like almost a foregone conclusion, isn't it?
Well, what I first heard was that they were going all in on Mendoza. He was starting day 1. That's it. And now I'm hearing that he may not start. So I'm already feeling like, why are you taking him then?
He also, this is probably nothing to buy it. He has chosen to not go to the NFL draft. So he will not be there draft.
He's not even going to be there. You're right.
He's going to be down in Miami at his home with his family. The number 1 overall pick the last time they didn't attend the draft was 2021, Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah. Here's what I want to say about that. Last year I was into Kelvin Banks, and I told you guys how his mom was ill and this and that. If you don't know, Fernando Mendoza's mom has MS. Now, I don't know. Maybe right now it's very bad. Maybe she's passing away. I don't want to say that because I don't know. Sure, I'm just saying we don't know what's going on. She needs a lot of care, and I know he has a father that takes care of the mother, but we don't know what's going on. So he maybe want to watch that at home, and if he does get picked first, I'm sure he'd rather be there with his mom, who may not be able to go with him to the draft. So that could be one of the things that is keeping him from being there. I don't know if that's true. Possibility.
I'd assume so.
But did I hear you guys say that the Raiders are saying he's not going to start? Is that?
Well, no, I'm just saying that well, yeah, they brought in Cousins, and now they may bridge when before they were supposed to be all in. But maybe Cousins, they were saying all in because they didn't have a guy.
Is 3 years, but it's really a 1-year deal where after that they can cut him and owe nothing. So the plan is not to have Mendoza start right now. Tom Brady has been very vocal about that since taking over. Every podcast he goes on, he says it's not fair to throw a rookie quarterback, even first rounders, out there immediately.
I agree.
To be fair, Mac Jones was pretty decent. He did go to the
CJ Stroud.
He went to the Pro Bowl first year with a terrible New England team. Didn't they go to the playoffs? They weren't even a good team.
CJ Stroud didn't he start? He started his rookie year, and he did great his rookie year. But I think it has also a lot to do with the mental progression for them, and being in the league and being such a big superstar the first year. And then when the second year hits around, they don't do that great. Their mental state just keeps going down because they were so good at first. They can't handle that pressure of not.
I definitely think it's a good idea. Yeah, I definitely think it's a good idea for the development of a rookie quarterback. But then I don't know if I want him, because if I'm going to wait a year, then I feel like next year I like the quarterbacks personally a little better. And so I'd rather pick my quarterback next year. And this year, what I could do with a pick that's worth 1,000 points, the kind of capital that I can bring in is amazing. Because if you go to the second pick, the Jets pick is only worth like 700 points. So just imagine the kind of capital that you can get for the very first pick. and build your team up to be a effing monster and throw in fucking Justin Fields because it doesn't matter because your team is so effing nasty that you could have Mickey Mouse at quarterback and still win the Super Bowl. That's what I would like to do with draft picks if possible. But I'm sure that's very hard to do in real life.
Well,
Trent
It's-
Dilfer's
it's a-
Ravens.
if you don't pick up
hypothetically
Mendoza this year, then that means you're going to have a rookie next year, which you're not going to start anyways because he's
You
a
are.
rookie. So
You're right.
you're going to have to wait 3 years.
Well,
then.
no, they might not want to start him, but I would start him on a monster team in a second. I would do it. Because if
my
you
philosophy
have
is to wait on the
everything-
quarterback. Because if you take the quarterback, put him on a bad team, you hurt his development.
But this wouldn't be a bad team.
Joe
Right.
Burrow, CJ, you in the
Brock
right situation,
Brock Purdy.
a rookie can
262nd
put up
pick.
numbers.
Rookie number 4 quarterback at one point before he moved up to being the starter. Had the book in his hand all the time, learning because he was just that type of guy. So you know what I would say? You know when you meet that quarterback, if he's the kind of guy who can start on and even a bad team on day one. And I just don't think they think Mendoza is that guy. And I don't think Mendoza is that guy. I never did. And obviously having that take in January was not popular with anyone when I was telling people I don't like Mendoza. I said he is the first pick of the second round, though, not the first round. That's what I would tell people. And so that's just my opinion. And he's Cuban and I'm Cuban. So I should be, puffing him up.
I wish he would have came out and thrown like CJ Stroud did. But I think he would have not. Stroud went out there and separated from that entire quarterback class. And if Bryce Young had thrown, he'd have made Bryce Young look really bad. I can guarantee you that. So I like guys that compete. And I think if he had gone out there, I still like him as a quarterback. There's still a lot of things that I like.
But what Indiana
I'm
just
not
had
sold
a really
on
great
him like
team.
Jaden Daniels or CJ Stroud.
Well, I mean, you have to admit, Indiana was a pretty good team. He had some friends with him when he was in that fight, is all I'll say. I'll put it that way.
But I like the kid as a person.
You just said you liked Surratt more than Cooper, and we all know how good Cooper is. So just think about his weapons and his running backs. Both his running backs were actually really nice. Wasn't it Hemby? Was it Hemby and Kalen Black?
He drafted
Yeah, man. So he had some, he had a very good team, a very good coach. He had, so he had what you just pointed out before in the NFL. Having a good team is really what helps. And then you said, the players you mentioned.
His accuracy is good. He can deal with the blitz and pressure well, but there's also the exact opposite where he holds onto the ball too long, looking downfield, and basically ends up eating sacks. And so there's still some
especially
things
in Cal,
we could clean up. Cal's cool, but we want to see the progression each time. And like I said, he had one of the highest quarterback own pressure stats of this entire class. And that's
I was saying he got sacked
there trying to find something.
I mean, he got sacked twice as much in 24 is what I was saying in Cal. He got crushed over there. So you're going to the Raiders, and I know they're linemen. And there is a lot of high hopes for those guys, but they haven't even really played together very much. And you're in a really tough division for starters, and it's going to be a lot. So I see why they brought in the Kirk Cousins. Now, I wonder if Tom Brady had anything to do with that.
I feel like he definitely did. I'll be honest, that Raider team's going to be kind of fun to watch.
They certainly are, yeah.
Spencer Burford, I think y'all are well accustomed to him, if I'm not mistaken.
We know Spencer Buford.
Of course, I know all about Tyler Linderbaum. So they got two inside veteran guys.
Linderbaum.
But of course, Malcolm Kuntz, Kwity Paye, Nakobe Dean, Quay Walker, and of course, Crosby coming back.
They spent a lot of money, remember?
They spent a lot.
Because they thought they had all these picks.
They thought they had also $30 million freed up from Crosby's contract.
Yeah. But they're good, they said. We're fine. We have 16 cents. Fuck you. We'll be fine. After they sign their class, they literally have change, and they're like, it doesn't matter. We're fine. Whoever's here is playing now. Practice squad, get lubricated because you're becoming.
Would have been having pick 1 and pick 14 would have been crazy with that team.
Yeah, no crap. I love picks, especially in the first round. I mean, if you have 2 first-round picks, I feel like you got to trade one. It's just smart. Nah,
I like having 2.
Kenny,
yeah.
I don't know, man. Look. What is 6 inches long, 2
Oh,
inches
Lord.
wide, and makes everyone go crazy?
Shit. A
$100
broken pallet.
bill.
Oh,
$100 bill.
okay.
Ah!
They're dirty minds. Dirty minds.
Wow.
Oh man.
Saved me.
Anyway,
Seattle has an 85 million defensive group.
They'll be in third place in 2026, bro. You can bank on it. I promise you. Seattle's a third place team in 2026. You enjoy the Super Bowl. God bless you.
Who else did they lose other than Kenneth Walker?
Like 4 or 5
William
other guys.
Maffei,
Okay,
got
yeah,
Reek
Maffei.
Woolen.
Cornerbacks. Yeah.
I think their safety left the chat too. I can't remember his name. One
And
of
they
them,
got-
not
they got-
Worry,
And
obviously.
they got 4 picks. They're going to nail those 4 picks. So they got 4 picks.
I don't know, man. I mean,
Kind of funny. They re-signed all their wide receivers: JSN, Raheem Shaheed, and Jake Bobo. They literally went 4-year, 3-year, 2-year.
They only threw to
Like-
Jackson Smith and Jigba all year, and AJ Barner. You want to look it up? Go ahead. They threw to those 2 guys. They signed a bunch of people they don't need. They signed Rashid because he won them the
here's
Super
the
Bowl.
The safety name. What? How could I not? How did I forget this name?
Kobe Bryant.
That's right. They lost him.
He's alive!
Starting 4 defensive backs.
2 times we've lost
They
Kobe
lost
Bryant.
they lost an edge boy Maffei. I think they lost another guy. I don't remember his name. Though. I don't know the Seahawks that well.
Was it a spoon? Was it a Witherspoon? Is that his name?
No, that guy is still there.
Okay.
Good for them though. This is a defensive draft. Like there are some good
If I won the Super Bowl, I don't give a shit about repeating. I'm rebuilding in that year, and then be fucking afraid the year after the year we win the Super Bowl. That's my philosophy.
2 corners, signed.
Don't bother with that repeat shit.
Igbinohi, no clue how to pronounce that. And then
That's gonna
signed
be
2
tough.
other
Now
safeties, but
remember
they're not-
the Seahawks. They picked Jalen Milroe, didn't they not?
That was one of my favorite quarterbacks.
And they
That's
took
right.
Sam Darnold on a 3-year deal.
Yeah, but I thought Miller would take over halfway through the last season.
So
to be
the
honest.
question is, what is the actual plan up there? Do they even know? I mean, McDaniel's, good coach, right?
draft play Cade Klubnik.
You might be right, Stinson. Yeah, that was weird when you told me about the Klubnik because they have Milroe.
Yeah, I know. That's exactly what I was thinking.
I
I'm still
don't
trying to figure out
disagree.
who the Seattle or the Arizona guy they were trying to talk to. One of the tight ends.
Oh man,
No, Stinson. Herbert will not be MVP this year.
Herbert finally has a decent offensive coordinator that can scheme him up some nice passes there. Be nice.
Yeah,
Depends
Make
on
him
how
look
all their
real.
starting
No
tackles
MVP.
come back.
never
A lot of
gonna
offense.
happen.
The O line in Chargers is nice too. So Herbert will have the time if they all stay healthy. That is.
I mean, they made some interesting signings too. Of course,
Here's the thing. Go
Kolar
ahead.
from us.
Yeah, here's what's funny about
go
the. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I didn't. I thought you were done
No,
with
no,
it.
go
Go ahead. I was going to say the Chargers are an entire substation. They have a fucking lightning bolt in their helmet, so that's why they've been hurt the last 2 years.
I know, right? They
Power Rangers.
There you go.
They lost both
Los
starting
Angeles Power
tackles last
Rangers.
year. Like they had it bad, but they brought in Keaton Mitchell, who's lightning in a bottle.
Yeah.
They brought in Alex Ingold, the Pro Bowl fullback from Miami, and then they
Very
also brought in
nice.
Charlie Kolar, who was, in my opinion, the best tight end in our room last
They
year.
did great moves, and I think they're going to take a Ioane when they pick left guard Penn State. That O line is going to be very
They
nice.
also signed Tyler Biadasz.
Tyler
Biadasz
Biadasz
to
from
a
the
3-year
Washington.
3-year deal, not bad. Brought in
Biadasz
Paul
is.
Strange. I mean, the
Yeah, no, they
failure in
made-
New England.
They're gonna. I said to McNiner, the Chargers were going to win the West last year, and I'm sticking to it this year because the injuries killed me last year, or it killed them, I guess. I was fine.
I said Denver was going to go to Super Bowl last year.
Broncos is
Yeah,
what
I called
McNiner.
them.
McNiner
They almost
said that.
made it. If Bo Nix didn't get hurt, I think they would have represented.
Oh yeah, they would have beat the Patriots, bro. That was not the Patriots. Yeah, it was the
Yeah,
Patriots to that
Yeah, it
championship
was the
game.
Patriots.
Yeah, they would have beat the snot out of them with Bo Nix in that game. Like it would have been even close. Drake May did not really deserve to be in that Super Bowl.
I think McNiner talked about Bo Nix too much and jinxed him and got him hurt.
What are you talking about?
That was all
Dude.
you, buddy.
Dude,
And-
I
and Papa
was
J.
I was actually watching the replay going, where did he get hurt?
Oh, that's
And-
what
Right?
my
And
friend thought
it's
too.
like
That hurt everywhere.
The truth is, the adrenaline's pumping. He just probably didn't feel it until after the adrenaline wore off, and he's like,
Dangerous. Dangerous.
Yeah.
You're sitting there like,
terrible,
did I hurt
yeah.
my ankle? No,
Yeah,
there's
that
no
sucks,
way.
man. Because you make it worse, and it sucks. Yeah,
Hurting yourself on taking a knee, basically.
that sucks.
Running
Or
the clock.
or jumping up and down on a sideline when you're about to win a Super Bowl. That's also a shitty time to get
Trent
hurt.
Greenlaw. That was so
Yeah.
rough to watch.
"Oh, Herbert would be MVP, huh?"
With Mike McDaniels.
He has made the playoffs his first 2 years back.
I mean, tight end room got better. Wide receiver room.
Yeah,
was
I
still
love
needs
Jim
a little work.
Harbaugh.
They didn't even have
O-line's more
Omari and Hampton,
stabilized.
and they didn't have Omari and Hampton for like
Well,
the
remember,
entire year.
remember, Kenny. Remember, we were debating that. Remember last year we picked division winners at some
Yeah.
point before the season starts.
You know, I fall in love with an O
I picked
line.
the Denver Broncos, and then I picked the Chargers to go second, and I picked the Chiefs to win. What was it? Seven games?
Yeah.
7 games.
Yeah.
You know,
Listen,
and then of course we always pick the Raiders to be in last place. I mean, let's be
absolutely,
honest.
that's a given. I fall in love with an O line very quickly, and I thought the Chargers had it in the bag, man. And then
I
Omari
mean,
got
this-
hurt. It was just
I mean, you know, the Broncos got Jalen Waddle. You know, how much of an impact is
Sutton-
he going to have, right?
Sutton and
Like,
Waddle should be nice. Yeah.
But the Chargers have also improved, so I'm on the fence about who to pick between the two this year.
It's
So
gonna be fun.
I'm on the fence.
All right.
You're not
Still
buying
not picking
the
the
Kirk
Chiefs
chain.
though.
I'm
I'm not.
sticking with the Bolts for the West.
You like that?
Stinson says, I want to see an
Mhm.
LA Super Bowl in LA.
That's what
You know
everybody
what?
wants to see.
Both teams will be there. I'm telling you. They'll be sitting in the bleachers, but they will
Why
be
don't you?
there.
You just have to look at the logo for next year, and you'll see the Chargers colors, and you'll see the color for the Rams too.
The logo has a spectrum, buddy. It's like it's hard to tell.
Oh, it's like
Yeah.
orange
You
and
can't-
baby
They
blue.
realized we caught on to that. So now
It's
we
like
gotta
orange
Yeah,
find-
we
and
put
baby
onto
blue.
that, so they're starting to throw all kinds of stuff at us now.
They
you
they
know?
threw the picture in the beginning of the year where the top two teams were at the very top of the picture. What do you mean
Yeah,
they
he
think
was
we
correct
fucking?
on that
You
one.
kidding me? They told us who was going to be
Just
in the Super Bowl.
wait till this next year. They'll put the two worst. They'll put like the Jets and the Jets and who's horrible in the NFC. Like
No,
the
it's
Saints,
supposed to
Tyler
be-
Shaw. They'll put both of them up front or something. Watch.
Jets and
I
the
told you,
Cardinals.
Oh,
There we
the
go.
Cardinals.
I already know my Super Bowl, McNiner. I
True.
told you long time ago. It's going to be the Bears versus the Jaguars in the Super Bowl, baby. Bears Jags. I
Man.
told you the formula.
That's your coaches. That's your.
Don't you remember all the teams that lost 20 years ago? They're going to win.
Turbodome.
Is Arizona going to be the guy to pick
Do I have to
I don't
tell
know,
you guys
buddy.
the theory again?
Conspiracy theorists.
Who's the
unite.
quarterback
Rick,
of the
it won't
Cardinals
take
right
long.
now?
Listen.
Minshew?
In 2005, the Eagles lost to the Patriots in the Super Bowl, but 20 years later, in 2025, they beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. In 2006, the Pittsburgh Steelers beat the Seattle Seahawks in the Super Bowl, and 20 years later, in 2026, the Seahawks beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl. In 2007, Peyton Manning, not Eli Manning, and the Colts
Here we
beat the
go.
Bears in the Super Bowl. So 20 years later, in 2027, the Chicago Bears will beat the Jaguars in the Super Bowl. Right here. Years of research and my brain and data.
That
All
looks like
combined,
AI.
it's
Oh,
all
AI. That was
Tiny.
funny.
No, it's
That's
not
just the
AI.
Tylenol kicking in. That's just the Tylenol kicking in.
These are just my notes. Look, these are just my notes. Notes. You guys didn't know that. That surprises me. Just got to look it up.
Hey, what do you guys think about that? Let me read this. The rule change is about a provision allowing the league office to intervene from a central location to correct clear and obvious officiating mistakes, a major step towards more technology-based officiating.
I thought we already had that in New York. That was the whole point of the booth.
They're preparing for the refs
No.
to not be like.
No,
I
they're
don't have to know
talk-
the whole thing. Sorry.
Yeah, they're talking about like any kind of obvious mistake, a clear and obvious mistake, they'll just call it in.
Supposedly that only applies if we're going forward. All those rules only apply if the replacement refs are there to start the season. But the problem is right now that the NFL ref union wants a 10% yearly increase in salaries and no accountability. Basically, the NFL last season implemented a system where, hey, if it's playoff games are not based on seniority, it's who had the best calls all year. And they didn't like that. They want just the oldest guys to always get the best games, no matter how many horrible calls they've had. And the NFL's like, no, we need some accountability here.
In 2008.
Yo, sorry I'm late. Just
What's
got
up,
What's
John?
up, John
Who
Jay?
won the Super
What's
Bowl?
cracking, buddy?
I got me a new job, so I'm working late now.
Ultimately,
What I
Good for you,
mean,
man.
is
Good
it-
for you.
now, is it actually gonna fix anything? You know, like
That's
yet to be seen, because there's always horrible calls in every game,
Who did the New
right?
Giants beat in the
So we'll just have to keep an eye on that
Who
and
did
see
the
how
New
that
Giants
goes.
beat
You
in the
know,
Super
like
Bowl in 2008?
You know who they beat, Kid.
what are you saying, Kenny?
Fuck! That means the Patriots are going to win in 2028. That's what the formula says.
Oh
God
man,
damn it! Again with the Patriots.
Yeah, we didn't hear you ask AI on that, right?
I did. I was asking who beat the Giants in 2008 because that's who's going to win the Super Bowl in 2028. You don't ask Siri? That sucks.
It's all from here, buddy. It's all from here.
Siri's my Encyclopedia Britannica, bro. You kidding me?
So
so
the
So you're
refs are
saying
asking
we're gonna
10%
win it?
more?
in 2033.
When out of whoever lost 20 years earlier wins the Super Bowl 20 years later.
And
No,
then,
we only let these go for 3 or 4 years, and we got to switch it up. So
2020, 2033, 2040, and 2043 or 44.
Niners. We're gonna have what 8 Super Bowls? 8
Oh
Super
my
Bowls by the
God.
time that we all are on our deathbeds, if we're lucky.
Yeah,
If you're lucky to live that long.
yeah. Die right before the Super Bowl.
Oh, that's not good.
So
Yeah,
what's
that's
the
not
news
cool.
of today?
There's probably a lot of news, actually.
I've been working all day, making money.
Well, Levi was saying that the
Remember,
refs
I
are
was
wanting
broke.
10% more
No digits.
increase in their pay.
they already
I
have
would-
6%.
Yeah, they've already hired all the
I would be
replacements.
okay with that as long as they take 10% off bribing.
And that's the worry with the centralized NFL thing is how much is it going to impact the game? Is it going to slow it down? Are we going to see these calls where like, what the heck was that? Like, which there were a couple last year and some of the stuff that when they went to the central office calls. It's funny is Bleacher Report just did a mock draft where the Cardinals trade up with Buffalo to draft Ty Simpson at 26.
Maybe that's what I was talking about. I thought he went way earlier.
There's some that
'Cause I
have him
heard
at,
something
like
today.
17, I think.
Yeah, I heard 16, 17.
Oh,
but
that would
16
be
is the Jets.
Ty Simpson, you know. Oh well. Yeah, poor
No,
Ty
this was
Simpson.
the team. This was a team that like came out of nowhere. This was a new team that was interested in Ty Simpson. So that's what was weird, I think.
What
I don't
if the Rams take Ty Simpson at what 13 or 14 where they're at?
I've already heard that, but not. I don't think they take him at 13. I think they take Mekhi Lemon with their first pick.
This quarterback draft class is garbage. I'm sorry.
They're gonna take my favorite wide receiver, the Rams. Watch.
Listen, I like Mendoza. He was on my Cal team, but yeah, this quarterback draft class is oh my gosh.
There's only one good quarterback, one other maybe good quarterback, and then there's like 4 or 5 guys who have a shot, and then it's pretty much very hard for those guys.
Yeah, Kenny, he could go 13 to LA. He could go 21 to the Steelers.
There you go. That's the team. They weren't out of nowhere.
Arizona could trade back into the first round if he's really falling there at the end.
Well, you've had Kurt Warner already say really good things about him, and other ex-quarterbacks
round.
saying that they really like him a lot. He just doesn't have a big sample size, and players in the college quarterbacks who haven't played more than a year in college have a really bad track record coming to the NFL.
Sure do.
Kenny,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
So
Javier.
where does your guy Mel Kiper Jr. have him ranked?
Which one?
Simpson.
Ty Simpson? Oh shit! I think he has him going in
Does
the
he
first
have him
round.
above Mendoza like he did with Shador
No,
Sanders and
no.
Cam Ward?
No, he has Mendoza number 1, just like he had Shador number 1. Yeah.
Oh, so Mendoza's going to be a 5th round pick. Okay.
I don't know.
Also, I
You know,
don't like
Mendoza pats the ball just like Shador did.
Everybody pats the ball.
But
Sometimes you pat the.
didn't
Sometimes
make
you
an
pat the ball
NFL headline.
when you're
Remember-
really good as a quarterback. You pat the ball to fuck with people. That's when you're really good.
Mel Kiper is not a good scout person. He hires people to do his job.
I don't know.
I mean,
I've been watching Mel since the mid '80s.
I will
and
never
trust
like Mel Kiper. No one can
trust
change
Mel.
my mind. I'm one of those stubborn people.
Oh yeah, people hate Mel Kiper. I don't get it.
I'm
but-
starting to think it's time for Mel to start thinking about maybe passing the torch on or something.
Yeah,
Like,
give it
In
to
a
Tom
while.
McShay.
No, who's the other guy?
Todd
Not
McShay.
McShay is good, but there's another guy who's
Jeremiah.
there's an actually there. I think Jeremiah is the most accurate on the media, but Walter Football is actually the most accurate. Period. At predicting what players go to what teams for years now. Walter Football.
Is that the Wiener dog?
What's the
Oh.
wiener though?
I saw this video. This Wiener dog was like saying, "Oh, this guy's gonna." That they had like a weird thing going on, but it was a Wiener dog.
I don't know. I know people don't like Lemon. He's still my number 1. I don't care. He's been number 1. He's not going to change. People have him going way late. Not even in the top
5'11",
10.
191.
Yeah.
He plays the slut very good.
He is a smaller Amon Ra. That's kind of the comp. And he fell, if you remember, in the draft. He fell in the draft. I don't know. Some people don't like the weird dude with the weird attitude and the different opinions. I like those guys. Those are the guys I do like. So that's the difference between me and a lot of people.
Also, for those who have watched the draft in 1994, the general manager, I don't know what team went live. He said, "This guy Mel Kiper does not understand
I remember that.
the stuff that we have to do to evaluate the players that we need to get." And I understand the mock drafts and all this stuff, like, you know, what teams need, and that's how they, you know, collect all this information, and they also use the scheme and all that stuff. Because of that, I will say this: Mel Kiper has created an industry for people to understand how to do the draft. And I don't want to reveal secrets, but there's a thing called the vertical board. You basically put your depth pieces on a vertical board, and the weakest depth is the players that you draft.
Priority.
That's why sometimes, like in the top 20, a team will draft a player and like, why are they draft? This player makes no sense. He was never in any mock draft, but because of the depth of that position, that's why the vertical board really tells you. So if you want to try to guesstimate your team, you put the vertical board and you put the depth of all the players, and the weakest positions is where they will draft. Now, those are just, again, guesstimations. We don't know what teams actually are going to do. So I do give Mel Kiper the respect for that, to make all of us look very smart.
Well, I mean, I guess in just my opinion, he kind of invented this whole process, but I guess I could be wrong. So thank you, Mel.
Yeah,
That's why
he
we're
is the
here. That's why we're
godfather
here
of
to
the draft
doing
process.
this stuff.
You could argue him and Todd. The NFL draft was not always a watching event.
No, I remember when they got it on
the
TV.
godfathers and turning this into a
Fucking A, have a little goddamn motherfucking rock back, man.
I'm actually looking at Walter Football's mock
Also,
draft right now.
fun fact of the draft. For those people who love Jerry Rice, I like Jerry Rice. You know, I think he's the GOAT anyway. That's just my opinion. I'm biased.
Definitely the GOAT.
But Bill Walsh, when he was alive, how we got that pick, the Cowboys were like above us, and you know, they were looking at Jerry Rice. And Bill Walsh says you got to be aggressive sometimes and get the players that you want. And that's how we ended up with Jerry Rice. So sometimes you do got to trade up a little bit to be aggressive.
Yeah, you got to get your guy. That's for sure. Well, that's totally possible for sure. I don't know. We may be changing because that guy's a gap scheme blocker, right? Or guy. Oh no, Caden McDonald DT. I thought Caden Proctor. So yeah, that's very possible. Very possible.
Yeah, Walter Football's got y'all taking Caden McDonald with 27.
And they're the most accurate in the last few years. So it's
Now-
a very good pick.
And considering we traded for Osa, we still have Collins and West.
Yeah, but they don't seem to be starters.
Collins is a starter.
I thought so, but I don't think he's going to be starting if we draft Caden McDonald.
And I mean, Osa,
And have
Osa's
Osa
kind of a
on the other
pass
side.
rusher. So
And
when
The
not
it comes to
downside of
running
McDonald
down-
is he might not be a 3-down D lineman. He was kind of
I don't
in
think
the
anybody
same
on our
mold of
team
Alfred
is.
Collins. Alfred Collins was never meant to be a 3-down lineman either.
I mean, I don't like that pick, but Walter Football is the most accurate for a reason. So
Yeah, them and a couple others.
I mean, we basically, when it comes to interior, we have guys like, they got the pass rusher. We always kick like Mikael Williams or Keon White will kick inside to play alongside of Osa for pass rushing.
yeah,
I kind of feel like West and Collins, they came along pretty far last year, buddy. They started to get
absolutely
more
did,
snaps as it went.
but they don't have the size. You need a nose, has to be a mountain. And if that's what Caden McDonald is going to do, be a mountain in the middle, that's fine.
Alfred Collins is 6'5", 332 pounds.
I was going to say, Collins was one of the few guys that actually did play
Right.
in the 80 gap in the last
Yeah.
draft.
Yeah, he did play there, but he's not a nose.
By the way, Daniel
Not a
Jeremiah,
nose.
who's up there
6'5"
as well, has
In
got
the
y'all
NFL
taking on Sadiq
is
at
a small
27,
center. That's a 6'5", a small center.
which is
So-
something I've mentioned a few times to y'all.
Well,
So
another thing too is the taller you are, the less leverage you have to get
I've
your
heard
pad
this.
level.
I've
up.
heard this, but Willie Lampkin doesn't play in the NFL,
it's
and
like-
Parker Brailsford is going to have a very
Willie
hard time
Lampkin?
doing it too.
You remember that guy from last year?
Willie Lambskins?
The guy was like 5'10". He was the offensive
Oh, yeah.
lineman.
Yeah,
right?
Willie Lambskins. But the thing is that leverage is great, but it starts. I mean, when you have guys who are 6'8", 6'9" coming at you and shit, they're enormous. You got to be, and like Caleb Banks is a nose. Like that guy is enormous. He's had some injuries, but I'd rather have Caleb Banks than Caden McDonald, to be honest with you.
I mean, yeah.
It's
Banks
not-
at least has potential to be a third down guy as well. Of course, the injuries, like we've talked about, Kenny, are a little scary, but
Yeah, it's the injuries is
But,
why I
man.
have Caleb Banks 4 and not 1. But Caden Proctor's definitely number 1. Will he be there? I feel like the Bears or maybe like somebody else might snag him.
Are you talking about Caleb?
Caden.
I don't know if you
Proctor.
realize Willie
Aiden?
Lampkin's on the Eagles.
He went to Seattle and
He's a
the,
nose for sure. Yeah, to tell you this about Caden McDonald, also injuries. So, you know what I mean? Do we need another Niner with an ambulance next to his name?
Well, I mean, when it comes down to what we have versus what we're missing that speed rusher guy, which there's a few in the draft that might be there in that 4th round.
Yeah, he will.
You know,
Yeah.
we lost Bryce Huff, so we lost our speed rusher. So that's something that we need to address. But they don't have to do it in round 1 or 2, though. Not in this draft.
Dude, after the
Because
second
it's just
round,
it's a situational player. You're not drafting a guy that's going to be doing anything more than rushing the passer. You know.
Dak.
Whoa.
Well, I mean, I thought we drafted 2 interior defensive linemen last year and a guy who basically is going to be moved to the middle, and so we're going to take another guy for the middle. That seems hard for me to swallow, Walter
that's what
Football,
the
but you
Atlanta
know
Falcons
better.
did.
You definitely know better. I'll give you that.
I mean, that's what the Falcons did these past 2 years, and we make so much fun of them.
It's weird.
2 years ago, 3 out of their 4 first picks were all D linemen, and then they doubled back down on it, and it did not pay off for them in the slightest. I see Peter Woods is climbing up a lot of people's boards.
I'm telling you right now, the Niners would take T.J. Parker, Kevin Falk, or Peter Woods before they take that guy, in my opinion. But I just don't think that he'll be there. And I'm not saying because the Niners are good at picking. I'm saying because they're bad at picking.
One of the things too. So Caden McDonald, Peter Woods, both 21. Caleb Banks and Lee Hunter, both 23, almost 24.
Yeah.
Big difference right there. 3 years.
Yeah, absolutely. But those are all the four. Those are really the top guys. We all mentioned them all already.
I just
all of
think
them.
edge and D tackle, the depth is going to disappear so insanely fast.
Well,
Like,
and we don't
these
pick
edge
till the
guys,
fourth. So.
I would take so far above their position just based on, like, in a certain sense, like necessity. Like, I don't really like the kid Mason Thomas from Oklahoma. I'm definitely taking Malachi Lawrence over him, despite like 6-7 spots. Same thing with Gabe Jacques from Illinois.
It's crazy. It's how it's funny. This is what I'm saying. Like, it all depends who you talk to, because people have actually different outlooks on players and different opinions on players, completely the opposite. So it's very hard to understand. You would think when you look at a guy, you see one thing and nothing else, but people are seeing different shit for a lot of people. This draft has been really confusing and very hard for me, at least. I don't know about you guys.
Every
because some people love Mason. Go ahead.
Every coach looks at players differently, and that's why you have all these different types. Like some people, they have a high grade on said player versus another team that has him in a worse grade, and that's the problem when it comes to the draft. Coaches see players in a way that fits what they're supposed to be, and this is the problem that I actually had an argument with. I don't know who it was, with a fan of another team, saying that the reason why we have so many players that do not succeed, and for those who don't know, Spongy and somebody had a interview with Eli Harrell, and someone, I think Spongy asked him about the idea of why players fail, and Eli Harrell said this. I'm going to try to find the video, and I'll probably post on my community tab, where he said sometimes you have to blame the coach for not bringing or developing the player, and that's why a lot of players fail, and that's why a lot of it's the player's fault. They don't have work ethic. They're garbage. But sometimes coaches just fail players, and that's why coaches get fired after 3 to 4 years, because you don't know what you're doing. And that's why sometimes I'm like, and I don't want to discuss the owners. Some owners do not care about hiring the right guy. They just say, oh, this guy, he was an assistant on a Super Bowl team, so I want to bring him in.
Yeah, he was with me in '85.
All over again. So, that's why I got very angry, because this guy was saying all these players are garbage. It's blah, blah. Okay, whatever. I disagree with you. These players are talented. That's why they made it to the highest level of college.
Mm-hmm.
And then when
like Matt Hasselbeck said in the interviews I put up, it's not about where you get drafted, it's about where you get drafted.
True.
Yeah, where you go, exactly.
Not
and also,
what he said.
I don't know what head coach said this, but I've heard a head coach, an ex football winning coach, and I don't know why I can't remember. Yeah, I know I should, but I don't. But he said that I forgot now, because I was so worried about trying to figure out who the coach was. God damn it!
I do that
Son of
all
a
the time.
bitch. Weed, damn you, weed.
I do that with that, hear that grinder.
It's coming. It's coming though. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it.
Was it a New Jersey Giants coach?
Oh, you know what? It might have been Rex Ryan. But it wasn't a Super Bowl winning coach then, right? No, but I think it actually was Rex Ryan. But he said something. Oh, once you see the flash in a player, it's up to you to bring it out now. You and the coaches have to bring out that flash, because once the kid shows you he can do it, now it's your job to bring it out of him on every day, even in practices. And so that's what he said.
Like Mike Tomlin said, there's a lot of coaches out there that don't rise to the challenge of coaching. You hear it from scouts all the time. Well, this technique's bad. Technique can be fixed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was talking about John Harbaugh when he was saying that too.
I remember.
Hey, maybe. I think it was Ryan. That's a great guess.
I remember one of my earliest jobs. I was just like the 49ers, they got those quality control. I was like something at a high school. I'm not going to say which one, but
it's just a kid.
I basically am a few years out of high school, and I'm helping out the football, program, the high school. And the coach is asking me, how the hell did you get this kid? And this is how he spoke to me. How the hell did you get this kid who I was about to cut, who after one practice did pretty well. And all I told the coach was, "You're the head coach. I'm a guy who you just hired to do all the little grunt work that you don't want to do."
Yeah.
And one day I stayed with him and I worked with his technique, and you got to work with the kid.
Yeah.
And one of the things that the kid told me was, "I'm much better than I am. I don't know why this coach says I'm only good at this." And when we found out what he was good at, he was good at playing on the defense, not an offensive player. And he got better because on the offense, he was not really good because he was not a guy who used his hands. He was more of a guy who will run and grab you and take you down. And that's why I don't understand. And I don't want to get into it because, my field of sports, there are a lot of horrible coaches that ruin kids,
especially on the high school level.
So he eventually fired me because I was doing a good job, but like basically some coaches are just set in their
Bro,
head.
you should, when he said that to you should have just went up to the coach and shook his hand and said, "You're welcome. That's why you hired me." And walked away.
I got a lot of
Oh,
stories,
shit,
but
my
I'm not
bad.
gonna bore everybody, but I said the PG version, but
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah. I love coaching.
Well, I would have been. See, I'm a dick. I would have been like, "Well, you're really smart, and you hired me." So, and he would have been like, "Get out."
So that's all I can say. Like, yeah, some coaches and as new coaches, like, and I don't want to sound a little bit kind of messed up because
Yeah, there you
a
go.
lot of new coaches
Niner left. There you
who
go.
are
I got it.
entering the coaching field. I went to college. I read books. I'm smart. I have a degree. Okay, wonderful. Your team still sucks. My bad. Let me calm down. I don't want to ruin McNider's show, but it does get me upset.
Yeah.
T.O. never showed it really.
Hmm.
No, he did. In college, he wasn't that great, right? T.O.
He must have been decent.
I'm not sure.
No Randy Moss, I don't think, in college, but
I know. I think he went to a small school, like not like today, where all the good
Randy or T.O. Randy, right?
I think Randy Moss. I could be wrong. Maybe someone knows it.
I know Terradome knows where Randy Moss went to college.
I think he went to Marshall, and someone has to.
There you go. You're absolutely right. That's it.
Because I saw that great ESPN 30 for 30 document called Ran You, and a lot of his high school friends who were really good. It's good if you're able to find it free on YouTube or somewhere, or you just pay the subscription.
Oh,
that's a really good yeah, I like the 30 for 30s. They have a lot of great stuff. There's some shows that are much better than others, but yeah.
Yeah, Tennessee of Chattanooga, Terradome said, for T.O.
Yeah.
That's a small school.
Listen, where did Jerry Rice go to? He didn't go to no big school. It doesn't matter where you play. And, that's why, Fred Warner, a lot of people forgot when Fred Warner was drafted, a lot of people were in my circle. This is before I knew you guys, were complaining, "Oh, he sucks. He went to BYU." Well, people consider him one of the best linebackers in the NFL. So sometimes, he had a really good coach. Now he's coaching in Houston. D'Amico was a really good coach, and look what he did with Fred. I'm just saying that D'Amico deserves to be a head coach. What he has done in Houston on the defensive side, he's a really good defensive guy. It's just unfortunately his quarterback has not lived up to the expectations.
Terrell Owens played basketball.
Yeah,
almost undoubtedly he played basketball. I would.
So did Tony Gonzalez.
No, I heard that. I remember listening to the Doghouse back in the days, back in the 90s. I don't know if you guys remember the Doghouse. It was a morning show. And they were really good friends with T.O. And he would go out there and play basketball at some of their fundraising events. And they swore that if T.O. was not a football player, he could have definitely made it in the NBA.
I don't know. I don't know if any 49er fans know this, or maybe this was just a Bay Area thing. But one year,
Mississippi.
It was in the mid 2000s. The Raiders and the Niners went to, I don't know if it was the old Warrior Stadium or a stadium in the Bay where they played a 5-on-5 Raiders basketball team and Niners basketball, and Terrell Owens, I think, had 37 points in that game.
Yeah.
We lost to the
Wow.
Raiders, but it was really big here. I don't know if anyone remembers that or ever if they even talked about it outside of the Bay Area, but that was fun. I actually was there, weirdly. I don't know where, but it was fun. Like Terrell Owens, like someone said, "Hey, yo, you should try out for the Golden State Warriors. You're better than what they have right now."
It's a lot. Listen, it's a lot easier.
Hell yeah.
A lot easier to play basketball
Warriors
than
were
football.
garbage. Like a lot for those who don't remember, we were trash.
Like if I had to play football or if I had to play basketball, I'm picking basketball all day, every day.
Hell yeah.
You could play basketball high as fuck. Like you can't play football high. Like you know what I'm saying? Like basketball, there's what? How many people on the team? 13 people, 11 people. How many people do they put on a basketball team?
12.
12? Has it always been 12? Or did they add players?
So if I remember, so I don't know if it's 12 active players, but I think you can have up to 15 players. So I would have to check on that one.
Yeah, I would definitely have to check on that. But yeah, there's less people. I mean, you get a ton of money and you play on hardwood and sneakers and shorts, tank tops and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Inside, perfect weather.
Bro, T.O. is in the Chattanooga Hall of Fame.
Shit, who else would be in it?
He played football, basketball, and track.
He probably has the key to the city.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
No, that dude was a freak of nature. His athleticism.
I feel like he was
athleticism
kind
is
of,
awesome.
not to be a dick. I mean, I feel like he could have done better. Is that a dick thing to say? I feel like he could have been better. I feel like he was a little lax.
I know a lot of like someone has to check this, but
if he had Jerry Rice's motivation, let's just put it that way. That's what I'm saying.
I remember that there was a bunch of tight ends in the 2000s when I don't know. I know they talk always a lot about Antonio Gates, I think, who was with the Chargers, and they would always talk about his basketball background. He wanted to be a basketball, and then one day the college dad, say, "Hey, yo, have you ever thought about catching a football?" And then boom, that's how, because of his height and how he can jump, and he became like one of the, I don't know if he's like considered, but I think he's like considered one of the top 5, tight ends in NFL history.
Who's the oldest person here? Is it Pterodome? Pterodome older than David? Pterodome's older than David, right? Pterodome, do you remember a player? He was a wide receiver, I think, and he used to put goop on his hands to catch the ball because it wasn't illegal yet. And this dude got it everywhere. He got it on other players. He got it on it was all over his socks. If you look him up, it was all over his socks, like fucking a joke. Like you're watching Major League. Like you're watching a movie.
Yeah, Stickum, right?
It was Stickum.
Yeah, Jerry Rice, he admitted to it. Yeah, Jerry Rice admitted to it. Jerry Rice said that he used to stick him all the time.
This guy was a cowboy, and he used to put the shit all over his socks, and people would complain because it would get everywhere. Bro. He caught everything.
Michael Irvin?
No, this is a long time ago. I think this is in like the 70s.
Fred Biletnikoff?
Oh, shit, it could be because I may have seen the Raiders uniform. I may have thought was not the Raiders.
Fred Biletnikoff was
the first the guy
name that came up.
No wonder you got a fucking award named after you, bro. That's so fraudish.
I will say this. I don't like the Raiders, but John Madden, who
I thought it was the Dallas uniform.
John Madden, who coached them, those Raiders are like dangerous monsters. Like their defense is
scary.
Now I like Mekhi Lemon more because he won the Fred Biletnikoff award. So
like one of like the Super Bowl montage is where a Raider intercepts the ball. I don't know if it's in the Super Bowl, but it's one of the Super Bowl where he intercepts the ball and he's running. I don't know what's his name, but yeah, that's the representation of the Raiders long time ago. This is way before I was born, but yep.
Al Davis and John Madden.
Yeah, they were scarier than San Quentin prisoners. They were scary.
Yeah, like John Madden.
They had Lyle Alzado. Remember Lyle Alzado?
Oh yeah, that dude was crazy.
That was fucking scary, bro. Like a caveman.
John Madden had very simple rules. When you're on the field, you go out and you beat them up.
Hell yeah.
Very simple rules.
Hey, Pterodome, you know what? Even though you're saying that T.O. basketball was his first love, but he was only 6'2", You know what? Spud Webb was 5'6".
Yeah, but
and
he was
Muncie
big.
Bogues was 5'3".
And D
And
Brown.
those guys.
D Brown was also very short. He won the dunk competition. You remember that shit?
Mm-hmm.
Because I had D
Yeah.
Brown shoes, I had the D Brown shirt. Because I was short. And I was like, yo, I can be like D Brown. I can dunk too. And I couldn't.
So he definitely could have made it. I think Earl Boykins was 5'5".
Yeah, I don't know. Pistol Pete, what was he? Was he 6 feet tall? Was he over 6 feet tall?
Pistol Pete.
Pistol Pete was my dude.
Yep.
Pistol Pete was my favorite guy. And then I used to love John Stockton. And me and my friend used to pretend to be Stockton and Malone. And people hated playing us because we'd be like, we're Stockton and Malone. No, you're not. You're not Stockton and Malone. Shut up.
And then the most recent player under 5 something is he played for YTC's New York Knicks. His name is blanking. What was his name?
Blankenship?
No.
Reed? No, that's the Eagles.
Nate something.
Nate Robinson.
Might be. I think
insanity.
I think he was 5'7" or 5'8", so he was a little bit taller than Spud Webb.
I couldn't play college basketball because I was too short, so I couldn't play. But I was very good at basketball. It's very sad.
I got a question. I never asked you this, Kenny. You've mentioned that you like the Yankees. Do you have like a favorite basketball team or no?
Yeah, the Pistons.
Okay.
The Bad Boys.
Hmm.
Dumars, Isaiah Thomas, Lambeer. Who else was on the team?
Mm-hmm.
Dennis Rodman. It's the Bad Boys.
Yeah, Pistol Pete was 6'5".
Wow, that's big. Yeah, Pistol Pete, you're not included. Sorry, Pistol Pete. Yeah, those players, man, let me tell you something. Those players were great. I really loved the basketball in the 80s. I really did. And I used to love baseball in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
And then only football stuck with me for some reason.
One of my few favorite players besides any player from the Warriors was Allen Iverson because of that, how tough he was. Like first he was like 6 foot and he can dunk and he could do it all. And he carried Philadelphia, even though I'm not a big Sixers fan, but that guy like played like I do not give. and I know, and I saw his documentary that came out about 3-4 years ago. I forgot when, where they talked about how he, had a certain way of, acting. And then when Larry Brown became his head coach, it was like always arguing and bickering. One of the things that Allen Iverson and Larry Brown eventually figured out how to work with each other, while Larry Brown was from a much older generation and he was a guy who was like more like military style practices, Allen Iverson wanted to win. Larry Brown wanted to win.
Talking about practice.
And so when these two guys found each other in a personal level, because Allen Iverson told a personal story where, Allen Iverson talked about his upbringing, how it was tough, all that stuff. I'm not going to bring it up because, it's a very sensitive topic. And Larry Brown talked about, his background, even though that there were two different people. One was older, different, race, but they did come together because both of these men had horrible upbringings when they were younger. And so when they meshed and realized that we're all the same, that's how that team, which lost to the Lakers, made it to the NBA Finals. Is that sometimes you put your ego aside, you work together, and you find a common, thing with each other. And that's one thing why Allen Iverson, I really like, because he was a guy who was like, F you, I'm going to play the way I want. But when he had Larry Brown made him a much better player. And eventually, after their bickering and fighting, it was a great documentary. And I want to say this as a man, it put me to tears when I heard that story about both of those men, how both had it rough, even though one was an older generation versus Allen Iverson in the much younger generation. Great story that I really like. People need to check it out. I'm going to try to find that thing and, again, put it on my community tab because people need to watch these great documentaries where you learn about these players that, like why they were, how they acted. Great stuff.
Yeah, Allen Iverson was the last player I really loved in basketball. And then I just stopped watching after him, pretty much.
So, The draft is 15 days away.
Huh? What?
What? The draft?
Has there been any stories about some players? Oh, this player did this. Like, come out?
Sure.
Like,
Well, we already know a bunch of people. I can tell you a bunch of people who have issues with off field. It might take me a second, but I have.
so these guys are guaranteed to be Kansas City Chiefs or Oakland Raiders.
Or the Ravens. The Ravens don't give a shit either. The Ravens don't care. Right, Levi? Am I right or am I wrong? I don't know. I thought so.
What are we talking about?
You'll take people who like have stabbed someone in an alley. You don't give a shit, right?
Oh, that's
Mike Green.
That's Rex Ryan's Ravens.
All right. I mean, there wasn't many, but it's going to take me a second because I'm looking for a little police emoji, and I'm not seeing any right now. So. I got shit on police emojis. Hold on. I do know that I'm hearing Sonny Styles comped to Fred Warner, so that can't be very good. That's not a bad comp. And he's falling like crazy in the draft. If you want to talk about something else while I look.
The draft. What is this draft? I'm just playing.
The draft.
Was it falling down boards because the arm size? The tackle got back issues.
There's that.
Nobody agrees on who's wide receiver number 1 in the draft.
I mean, I do, but I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. So you have to take it with a grain of salt.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody agrees on it.
I say it's Mekhi Lemon easily. Even 5 years from now, it'll easily be Mekhi Lemon. I'm sticking with it.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know.
God damn, none of you people have little police on you? I saw a bunch.
How about Jordan Tyson?
Tyson's, I think, my number 2 wide receiver. Or no, he might be 3. I think he's 3.
It's basically between him, Tate, and Lemon, though.
Yeah, those are the top
number
3.
1.
It doesn't matter. Like, they're pretty much.
But Jordan Tyson's never made it through basically a full season.
The problem is who's 4 through 10. I feel like that's the conversation that really matters.
Yeah. Denzel,
like Carnell Tate,
Conception might be
KC, Boston, Cooper. You know, those are 3 guys right there.
Carnell Tate's got target sharing issues going on. He's a little older, like we mentioned, that age of breakout year kind of deal. Like, I don't know, man. It's gonna be rough.
6'2", 192 pounds. See. He's got great route running techniques.
And of course, can Mekhi be something more than a slot because he basically lined up primarily slot.
He thinks he can play X. I think he can play X. The Lord thinks he can play X. You want to fight with the Lord, Levi? You see how powerful I am when I have the Lord behind me?
What is this you're talking about?
Papa J is turning me, bro. I was a heathen. I was a heathen.
Oh, you want a damn heathen types.
Heathen, boy.
Well, my girlfriend's name Jezebel, so something adds up.
Chris,
I can't find one player with off the field issues. This is terrible. I mean, I guess that's good.
Well, it's in the next
no real dogs out there this year.
In the next 15 days, that will happen, though.
I don't know if y'all ever seen Neil Brennan, the guy that worked with Dave Chappelle on the Chappelle Show. One of his stand-ups, he's like, nah, haven't you noticed all like Hall of Fame like GOAT players are a little bit crazy. Like,
you got to be a little crazy, especially to be a cornerback.
And they joke about do you see that Michael Jordan documentary? They walked in the house, there's no furniture. That's not normal. That's not healthy.
That's a champion. That's how you know. You know what I mean? Like
Michael
nothing
Jordan,
else matters.
The Michael Jordan documentary. I hated everybody.
That's wild. The thing where he does the betting in the bathroom with that guy, the security guard, that's fucking sad. I almost cried during that shit, bro.
The truth is in the chat. Yep. Says Jacoby Lane and Ted Hurst are going to be later rounds.
I love Ted Hurst. He's early for me. I got him. I think I might have him top 10. But the Jacoby Lane, as long as he can recover from his injuries, maybe I'd like. I don't know, man. I hope Jacoby Lane works out.
He's got some interesting, and Ted Hurst is just a target monster, kind of like a
Love Hurst.
UConn.
Let me
Like
see.
140 plus targets in college. So yeah, Hurst.
All right, I got him at.
6'4".
I have him at like 12 or 13. I've lost count, but it's 12 or 13. I have Hurst. I have him as a top 50 pick though. So even though he's the 13th best wide receiver or whatever, I still think he goes in the top 50. Is that possible?
Daniel
He's 6'4", 206 pounds, and his 40
team's
was
trading for Brandon
4.42
Ayuk right now.
I see a Pickens comp as well, from what I see here.
with a vertical jump of 36.5 inches.
Apparently, the competition he played is the problem that I have here. That's my flag on him.
Yeah, he had
There's always
receptions and 1,000 yards with 6 touchdowns against the weaker teams.
Shit, I got a lot of shit here. What the?
32-inch arms. They call him the Moss style. One-handed grabs.
You know what?
They're saying mid to late third round.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like if you're thinking like Ted Hurst, Skylar Bell's right in that area too. The UConn
Absolutely.
receiver.
Very good. Yeah.
Kind of again smaller school, but
Yeah.
both were I think some of the highest targeted wide receivers in the entire draft.
Which makes sense, right?
Let's
Smaller
go with
school.
the truth.
Yeah, hey, I found one. Zion.
I mean, y'all know
Zion.
already about that with Jacob Cowan.
Okay, so Zion Young, who's someone the Niners may look at for an edge, is someone who has off the field issues apparently because I have a little red alarm on it, and so I read something about it. Can't tell you more about it though. Sorry. So Zion Young is someone, but I know there's other people. But they might have gone into my sleepers, and then I may have gotten rid of them altogether because I didn't think they were going to get picked. So that also could have happened.
Well, you never, like I said, a lot of action next 15 days.
Too
Right?
much action.
I mean, I don't even know what we're doing yet. Honestly, we haven't
here.
planned anything.
Here's another guy, free safety, AJ Halsey, has also off the field issues apparently. And that's somebody.
I blow on him after I watched his tape. The other day, I watched him get blown the fuck up, and then he picked a fight.
I know. Well, there you go. There's what the police emoji was there for. But also, he's only 6 feet, 215 pounds. But he's like a heat-seeking ball hawk, though. Like this guy has like that potential to be a ball hawk and a half. He's a turnover machine, basically. If it's going to translate, I don't know, to the NFL, but here's another guy who has off the field issues, so probably not going to be a Niner. So Zion Young, AJ Halsey, would be very hard to think they would be 49ers. What's up, Lo?
By the way, the
I didn't even know that was your question. I'm sorry.
my low point on Bell and Hurst is, they were target monsters, but almost all of those targets came in zone coverages. So it's one of those ones, how easy were the targets in zone? I'd much rather find a guy that can beat man coverage. And if we're talking about targets with man coverage, Tyson is actually second on that entire list, believe it or not.
Jordan Tyson, you're talking about?
Yes, and then also Antonio Williams, the wide receiver from Clemson.
See, Williams is between my 10th and my 15th best player because of how good he was before.
There's another Bell in this class, but I wonder how that's going to go. There's a Louisville Bell and then a UConn Bell.
I see a Dylan Bell that I have in wide receivers. So that's another Bell.
Yeah, Chris Bell's the other guy.
Oh, you mean Chris Bell, the Louisville guy, who's actually, I think
he's actually one of the highest guys in man coverage as well.
I have him. Yeah, he's in my top 10 for sure, top 10.
But a single breakout year, a little heavy. Can't remember what he ran.
Well, Chris Bell, obviously the injury, so that's the problem. Mm-hmm. Antonio Williams, I have two ambulances by Antonio Williams. Still like him, but it's scary. Skylar Bell was a Biletnikoff finalist, by the way.
Well, you guys got a lot of work to do over the next 15 days.
I'm way behind.
I just need to go to sleep. So I think it might be time to get out of here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go.
All right.
I finally don't have any training tomorrow, so tomorrow is my film day.
Yeah, we got to talk about what we're doing for the draft. I mean, I don't.
Yes, sir.
I don't care if I set it up on
what we're doing
on my channel and then send out the link to you guys so you can set it up on yours. I don't mind all that.
I don't need to play it on mine. I just want to crash your party, buddy.
You can crash my party anytime.
Oh boy!
Hey, that's a country song. It's a country song.
Oh,
Okay.
I'll bring the beers.
I'm
bring
not country, so I don't understand.
As long as it's not Scissor Hill or Brokeback Mountain, I'm there.
We're gonna teach you about the
Scissor
cold
Hill?
board and back in the woods.
I don't mind being like a creeper in the woods or Scissor Hill, but I can't. A local shepherd who just happens to watch what happens. This blossoming relationship between two women.
We be raising hell where the blacktop ends, as they
Blossoming relationships I'm into that.
All right.
Big pause.
All right,
Big
guys.
pause.
So,
Adios.
folks, tune in Saturday for the mock draft show.
Adios.
There's only 2 left.
Damn.
I know. It comes so quick, don't it?
Yep.
That's what she said.
Oh, you beat me to it.
Boom.
And huh? I haven't heard that in a long. So everybody have a great night. Tune into the mock draft show. Tune into us next week. We'll be here, and keep your eyes peeled for what we're doing for the draft. We'll figure it out. Everybody have a great week. See you Saturday. And as Corey Davis says, go 49ers and F all 31 other teams.